What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today I'm gonna be going over my Premier League predictions. So yeah, it's for the upcoming season. So let's get started. All right. So in 20th place, I think it's gonna be Norwich City. They are a team that always gets to the Premier League and then goes down. And with losing Oliver Skip and Buendia, it's a big blow for them. Two of their better players. So yeah, I think they're gonna finish bottom next season. In 19th place for me is going to be Watford. I mean, they were decent in the championship. They got second, but the team I just don't think is good enough for the Premier League yet. So I think they're going to go down. Alright, so in 18th place, I feel like this will shock a lot of you. I have Burnley. I know they're a good team. They have Tarkowski. They have Wood. They have Nick Pope in goal. But this team, I feel like Nick Pope from that injury as well is not going to be as good as he was. And the team just isn't that great of a team to stay up. They've been digressing a lot lately, so yeah, I think they're gonna go down. Alright, guys, so in 17th place, just gonna get out of the relegation zone. I think it's gonna be Brentford. Yeah, they were bad in the playoffs, but with the player that they have, Tony, he's gonna be bagging in the goals. If he can do that, then they're definitely staying up for me. In 16th place, I think it's going to be Newcastle. And also, sorry for my birds in the background. I'm going to quickly move rooms while I'm talking. So, yeah, in 16th, I think it's going to be Newcastle. They have a good team. They have Dubravka, who's good. You have Alan Saint-Maximin. You have Callum Wilson. So, some good, solid players. And they'll definitely be staying up with those players. So in 15th place, I think it's going to be Crystal Palace. I think they're definitely going to be around that mark with Vieira. Let's see what he can do with them. And they have some good players like Eze. And the new guy they signed, I forget his name, and Zaha. But yeah, Eze's got to come back from his injury, which I think he will be ready by the beginning of the Premier League season. I don't know. I haven't checked yet. But it's going to be pretty, interesting to see how they do with Vieira. So yeah, let's see how they do. In 14th place is going to be Brighton for me. I mean, they haven't signed any players, but they've sold Ben White for like 50 mil. And with some of the players in their team, I think they're going to step it up and they're going to definitely stay in the Premier League and finish where they usually always do. So in 13th for me is going to be Wolverhampton Wanderers. I mean, they lost Nuno Espirito, but they still have good players. Jimenez coming back. So yeah, I think they're going to be in, around 13th because they have good players like Neves as well and Moutinho off the bench. They did lose Rui Patricio, but they still have a solid squad. So in 12th, I think it's gonna be Southampton. Yeah, they weren't that good last season. I mean, at the beginning they were brilliant, they were even top, but then they digressed. This season, if they can keep consistency, they can finish in like the top 10 as well. But yeah, I think for now they're gonna be in 12 with some of their players. Like Redmond's gonna be good. They have some good players overall. Like Ednarek could do a good job. Forget the goalkeeper. McCarthy I think is the goalkeeper. So yeah, he's pretty decent as well on his day. So I think they're gonna be in 12th. 11th place, I wouldn't be surprised if they finish higher because they are a very good team. I put them in 11th because they lost Jack Grealish, Aston Villa, of course. Their captain, their best player, but they still have good players like McGinn, Emi Martinez, Emi Buendia, new signing, but I haven't seen that good of him yet in the Premier League. But he was brilliant last season, so I wouldn't be surprised if he does good. And Leon Bailey as well. So yeah, if they can keep it consistency, they can even finish higher, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do. For me, it's going to be Leeds United. I mean, they're a very good team. We saw how good they were last season from being promoted, and this season, I think they're going to finish around top half. They're going to be top half again. I think they were 10th or 9th last season. I think they were 10th. But yeah, good team. It's not more just like individual Phillips, you can say Calvin, but it's more of a complete team that plays well together. So yeah, I think they're gonna be in 10th, finish higher, you never know. 9th, I think it's gonna be Everton. They have good players like Richarlison, you got Rodriguez, you got DCL, but they're just not consistent. Especially last season, they were first after the first few. Looked like they were gonna get at least top 6. They finished like 10th. So yeah, and then in 9th place I have Arsenal. In 8th place I have Arsenal. Their team is improving, but it's still not at the level where they're going to be going for European football. But yeah, they could get it, but with the current team, I just don't think they will. I mean, they have good players like Staka's, ESR, Tierney. So yeah, they could finish higher, but for me right now, they're at 8th place. I have the Hammers. Of course, Jesse Lingard will be a big blow, but they have Ben Rama. They have some good quality around the team, to be fair. They have a good player in Mika Antonio as well. They have Declan Rice, he might leave, but it looks unlikely now. But yeah, they have a good all-around squad with some good stars. Next place I have Leicester. Again, they're not gonna get top four. I don't think. There's some better teams, but I have them in sixth because they still have a very good team. They just won the Community Shield a few days ago, won the FA Cup as well. They have Vardy, who's kind of digressing a bit, but they have Iheanacho, who's good. Kasper Schmeichel in goal, who's pretty good as well. Madison might leave, you never know, but he is good when he plays. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But I think they're gonna be in sixth. Fifth place, just missing out on top four. I think it's gonna be Spurs. They've added some very good players. Romero was a great signing. Personally, I think he can do wonders. They have Heung-min Son, Dele Alli. If he can come back to himself, they might even get top four. But they need Harry Kane to stay for that. And if Harry Kane stays, which I think will be most likely happening, I don't think City's getting him. They already got Jack Grealish. But if Harry Kane stays and he does his job, they're gonna be around top four for me. In fourth place is going to be Liverpool for me. In preseason, they were struggling at times, but they finished it all well with a 3-1 win. So, yeah, but a lot of their stars were in some of their losses and draws. But their squad, some of the players are also going to be leaving for the Africa Cup of Nations, like Salah and Mane. But they have a good team. But Van Dijk isn't going to be himself. And I think they're going to struggle a bit, but they're going to get top four, finishing in fourth. Third place is going to be Manchester United for me. They could have been higher, but there's no Rashford for a few months. But they did sign Rafael Varane, who's a brilliant signing in defense. If Van de Beek plays, who's good in the CDM position, central defensive midfielder, of course. They could maybe even finish second. Who knows? They might even win the Premier League. They have a very good overall squad. Depends. I think De Gea should be the goalkeeper. They got Lingard again, who was on brilliant form for West Ham. So yeah, but for me, United will finish third. Alright guys, so in second place for me, it will be my team, Chelsea, meaning City will be champions, but I think we will finish second because our squad is good. It's a brilliant package. We even won the Super Cup yesterday, but I just don't think yet it's at the next level. I mean, we're going to be close. Hopefully, maximum 5-10 point differential for first. We could even win it. Wouldn't be surprised if we do, but City's team is just more complete. I mean, we have good players like Havertz. I think will shine this season. He was brilliant for Germany and, of course, UCL winner. Mount, if he can progress even more, that would be brilliant. Werner just needs to find a shooting, but we are getting Lukaku, so we might even win it, but just need to see him in the Premier League again. He wasn't that good for United in his second season, but he can still be a good striker. He was great for Inter Milan, and we have Angolo, of course. We have Mendy, so many great players. Silva as well in defense. But I think we're going to finish second, meaning City, who are, for me, in first place. Their team is just way too good. They have Gundogan, De Bruyne, Phil Foden will be even better, Mahrez, no Aguero, of course. They might play a false nine, but Gabriel Jesus might leave as well. Pep is allowing him to. Rodri's good. Cancelo and Walker will do a lot. Diaz, of course, Stones. Ederson's going to be good in goal. You might use Zach Steffen a few times, but it's probably going to be Ederson for majority. And Jack Grealish, of course, their new signing. I think he won't be that good personally, but he could be. We know he was brilliant for Villa, but it's a raw pressure because he's so expensive. And going to City, the top team in the Premier League. So yeah, I think City are going to finish first. Comment down below what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next one.